This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by a live credit union.
Hey, and welcome back to the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 studios, and welcome back to me. I'm back, Lewis.
Welcome back to the country.
Back to the United States.
I know.
Glad
Crossing
to
the
be back.
pond. A quick trip.
Do they like it being called the pond? Do they like that we use that terminology all the time?
Everyone's across the pond for me, which I do love using that analogy. It's very soccer-esque, I feel.
Is it?
I feel like it is.
Okay. All right. Go with it. But yes, back in the United States and back in the correct time zone. I feel adjusted. I don't know. I feel like it was actually really easy to do this time. And I will credit the nearly 6-month-old for that. Because when I was overseas, I was staying up a little later because I didn't have to worry about getting up super early on account of baby. And then when I got back, I was back to kind of my baby timetable of go to sleep when baby goes to sleep for best results. In case you're wondering, that's the best way to go for people at home. And so I had no problem going to bed at like 9 p.m. because I'd been going to bed at like 1 a.m. when I was overseas.
Well,
does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But I'm a big food guy, so I'm going to ask. I know you ate the hotel food, but is there anything that you ate over there that was, extra British or a
couple Guinness?
A
couple pints of Guinness.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fish and chips guy. I don't know if I've said this on this program before, but I don't know. If I want fish, I want it blackened or grilled. Like, I want good fish.
You're a true Florida boy.
I'm from Florida.
I understand.
I grew up in Florida. I grew up eating actual good fish. I don't need a chunk of it deep fried and, with some fat potato chips. I love the potato chips.
The mushy
fries.
peas, the curry sauce.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
It's an experience. It's a cultural experience.
I'll do the thick cut French fries. I will offend some people by doing it with mayo because that's the Dutch way in me. Which, there you go. There's your European side. French fries with mayo. But I don't need it. I don't need the fried fish from over there. Not for me. But I did have some Indian food.
There you go.
Which was really good.
Their national dish is an Indian food. Did you know that? England's national dish is like
tikka masala.
Tikka masala.
Isn't? That's interesting. I can't remember what it was. It was a nice seasoned chicken that they had in kind of the buffet in the hotel. They had like different stations that you could get the food from.
Let's go.
One of them was an Indian food station, so I was like, "Yep, let's go, let's do it." I had that with some rice, and here's the thing: I realized that there was naan, the garlic bread that goes with Indian food. They had the naan out there. I realized that early in the week, and then no matter what I ate the rest of the week, I got some naan to go with it because I love the naan. You got to have it.
I'm going to ask about food. Now I'm going to ask about the sporting events. You almost saw sumo wrestling over there, right?
Oh man, I wish I could have.
I actually saw a report saying that the cheapest ticket was £600.
It was. I looked on some version of Ticketmaster over there, Ticket a Go or something like that. I don't know what it was called. I don't know. And yes, the cheapest I could find was like £600. I don't think I could swing that.
So I did some research.
As much as I would love, that's a bucket list item. I would love to go see that. It was really cool. And it was cool because as I was over there, my Twitter feed was being curated with items of local interest, right? As will happen when you go to another country. You get the different version of ESPN, which, hey, guess what? In England, it was all soccer headlines.
Love it.
Shocking, right? But if you have the U.S. edition, you got, basketball, football, baseball. You got all these different things. But in the UK, you get the UK edition. It's all that. Maybe a little Formula One was in there too, if I recall correctly. But the sumo, it's actually kind of cool. When we were in the media room for the game at Wembley, which, as you probably know, did not go well. When we were in the media room, one of the still photographers in there was talking about it. I was like, "Oh, it was so cool. I wish I could have gone." And he was showing me on his phone a couple of the pictures that he took because he had begged over multiple emails to get a credential. And finally, somebody got back to him and got him one, which is awesome that he got that chance to go and photograph some sumo wrestling. But one of the social media clips from the sumo, the dude was doing the E Honda 100 slaps move. If you are a fan of Street Fighter, where Honda just kind of goes, gives it one of those. one of the characters from Street Fighter, who is a sumo wrestler. He does that move, and one of the guys did it, and it worked. It worked in the sumo match, which was awesome. Now, did you have something to go with this sumo conversation, Lewis?
Yes, I did some research. The reason why I wanted to know why the tickets were so expensive. Obviously, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. But it's the first time England has hosted that event since the 70s.
Yeah.
So pretty big deal, and it's a big deal. So it calls for some pretty big prizes.
Yes, I saw some of this on Twitter, so I'm excited to see what graphics Hamby's got to display here for us.
And so,
yes,
I mean, this is fantastic.
Which one would you rather have?
Is it real soy sauce?
I don't think it's real soy sauce. It looks
for practicality's sake, I guess Hello Kitty. You know, it's like a big pillow.
If you have a kid, you know, especially, kid's not gonna want to play with a giant soy sauce. Is this same guy? So the same guy won both. He didn't have to choose.
Yes, this is like, I guess
this was their grand champion.
Prize.
Yeah, for the grand champion.
So
was it sponsored by Kikkoman? I'm assuming
they definitely got some play. I'll tell you that much. This did the rounds on X.
I'm just glad they got the red cap version, not the green one. You don't need
more sodium.
You don't need that low sodium one. It's not the way to go.
More sodium, the better. I agree.
Okay. Yeah. Makes me wonder what kind of random. See, there you go.
I like this right here.
Oh, first, what can we get? Stuart versus Lou in a sumo match for the stream. Did we ever have that as one of the like halftime entertainments?
Those big sumo suits
in the early years.
I think those like
I know we had the giant. We had the giant inflatable bubble balls.
Yep,
that you go bounce into each other. You see it at the Jumbo Shrimp all the time now.
Those are
I feel like I've
fantastic.
also seen the Jumbo Shrimp with the sumo suits as well.
Yeah, sumo suits is great.
Yes, Derek. Derek would donate money to the winner's favorite charity. Love to see that. It would be a landslide, by the way. I would absolutely win that.
Different weight classes here, you know what I mean? Even in sumo wrestling.
Fun fact about sumo wrestling.
Do you want to tell me there's no weight classes?
There are no weight classes.
Oh my goodness.
It's all one.
They're trying to hide behind the weight class.
I'm just telling you the way it is.
I was trying to hide behind the weight class.
I'm telling you the way it is. There's one weight class, and it's sumo wrestler. There's no cutting weight heading into the tournament. You don't have these guys in these giant sweat bags like you got in the UFC and boxing, trying to make weight the day before and then regain it all that water weight. No, that is not the case.
They're just units.
They're just units, absolute units.
That's awesome.
And the athleticism that these guys have, you think about sumo wrestlers. By the way, this is a soccer show. We'll talk about soccer at some point on the soccer show. You think about these sumo guys, like, obviously they're big and they got a lot of weight to them, but like the athleticism and the ability for them to turn on a dime and do some of the moves that they're doing, like there's some judo involved, some of these throws and moves that they're doing to get their opponents out of the rings. Very interesting. You want to talk about soccer, Lewis?
Yeah, we can.
I don't know. You tip typing away over there. I'm sure you're just teasing the show.
Yes.
That's what you do. You get us all pumped up. With
But I knew you would enjoy that image. I figured you had seen it as well.
Yes, I had seen it.
Okay.
And I have seen our weird soccer story of the week too. That came across my timeline. Hamby, you will be asked to chime in when we get to that a little bit later on.
Okay.
So
I have not seen it.
Looking forward to that. Question, Hamby, with the chat. We're using like government names here with their actual YouTube account names instead of display names. Is that something that's been acting up lately?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We have not had chat for the last day or two at times.
But we got it going for this.
We've got it going.
Oh, baby.
I'll accept.
Well,
that.
I know that's Derek. I can't say I know ABC SDG9.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe a David Garrard fan for DG9 at the end of it. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But I feel like it's probably one of our regulars based on the familiarity. So chime in and say hi, whoever's out there. All right, Lou, let's get to some soccer talk, shall we? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
John.
Did you do that, Hamby? No?
No, that's somebody else.
Oh. Well, no, I'm saying that Sean might be the ABC SDG9. That's what I'm saying.
I
and
think
now,
it's going in
and
out
now
just
this time it popped up with his correct name.
Oh.
Yeah.
maybe.
I think the world is righting itself on its own without our help. The world is healing.
My hands are up.
Hands are up. Appreciate, hey, take this win, Hamby. Take the win. We'll take it for sure. Welcome into Fleet and Footy. as mentioned, Stuart Weber back from London, and we just talked randomly about some London stuff. I actually, oh wait, no, it's me. I'm ABC. Okay, well, I don't know then, y'all. Hey, Sean. Hey, ABC SDG9. Maybe it's someone new. I actually, unfortunately, did not get a chance to make it out to the big one, the big matchup on Saturday night out in London. That being Fulham hosting Arsenal. Actually had to do this work thing, or I had to actually do work. It's crazy.
It's a shame.
It's crazy how that works. Putting together some stuff from a Shad Khan interview that we had. The Fulham owner. Of course, we were talking about the Jaguars, not Fulham. But we'll have more of that conversation on Countdown to Kickoff bi-week edition this Sunday morning. Weird, it changes on my end. Okay, so it's Sean's both of those. I don't know. Okay. Let's talk about this week in Armada history. Is that how you want to start the show, Lou?
Yes.
Let's do it.
It's October 22nd, 2017, so we're pretty close on the date.
All right, like that. I like that.
You got some fantastic names on the score sheet for this one. Some real Armada legends, which I really love. This is the penultimate match of the regular season.
Tony Taylor, J.C. Banks, Kieran Kilduff in there, Derek Gebhard.
First goal comes in the 4th minute from the realtor, Zach Steinberger.
Zach Steinberger, sell your house with Zach.
We'll follow it up here.
He'll pay 23% of your closing cost. Is that the, I don't know, jersey number? I don't know. Maybe.
He scored some fantastic goals for us.
He did. He
throughout
absolutely
his career. The 23, iconic. That UNF track looks a lot different now, doesn't it, Stuart?
They updated it.
Yeah.
It got a little brighter, a little nicer. It is
nice
really
ball.
nice now.
It's a nice ball from Jack Blake there.
Yeah, very
Derek
nice.
Gebhard, boom.
Yeah, very good. So this is the second to last game ever in the NASL.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Because this 2017 season is when the NASL said, "All right, we're done here."
Yep.
And we put 4 on the board against the mighty New York Cosmos.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to mention that we had a 3-1 lead at one point in this matchup. But you see there, 2-0 now?
2-1 there.
2-1.
Yeah.
Drew Becky puts it in the 22nd minute.
Canadian Drew Becky, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then in the 26th minute, the man Kalen Ryden, who actually just announced his retirement this season, will be retiring at the end of the year with New Mexico United, I believe.
Okay.
Gets the goal there, the third goal. And then you'll see on the scoreboard, we'll skip ahead, but we'll be down, I think, or it'll be all tied up. I think it'll be 4-3. We'll be down.
Snap pan to the angry goalkeeper.
Of course.
Like it.
And then Charles Alundu.
Wait a second. Wait, how do they have 4 at this point?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Charles Alundu actually scores his first goal of this season that
first
year.
one of the year.
In
the second to last game?
Yes.
Okay.
Really interesting there.
Yeah, there's your graphic. First goal of the season.
But, a couple Armada, stalwarts, you could say, but on the team for quite a few years at this point in time.
Yeah. Okay. So this was a 4-4 draw against the New York Cosmos at Hodges Stadium.
Definitely got your money's worth.
Home for the UNF Ospreys. Good times. Good times back in the 2017 days. And then the NASL said, we can do no more for you people.
Yeah.
We're out.
U.S. soccer, We love U.S. soccer. We love U.S. soccer.
It's a wild world out there, Lou.
Yeah, we'll talk about U.S. soccer in a little bit on an expansive
It's funny, for years I've had to explain U.S. soccer to many people. Working in our business. Thanks, Derek. Working in our business of covering all sports, right? And so for the early years, doing the play-by-play for the Armada, often people would ask me, "Oh, what league are they in? Where does that rank in this world? What's going to happen next with that?" And it was always so challenging to kind of explain it to a traditional American sports fan, simply because, in my best analogy that I always use for describing American soccer is tectonic plates. I just tell them it's like tectonic plates, man. We are constantly in a world where things are shifting. We're moving this way. Sometimes we're going under. Sometimes something new is popping up.
Yep.
As I block my microphone. It is very much a shaky ground, earthquakes left and right. It's probably why they had a soccer team called the Quakes. And constant tectonic plates. Things are moving constantly.
Fluid. U.S. soccer's fluid.
It is. We would love a little more stability in this world of American soccer and the pyramid. Because, a pyramid is a advanced structure. It kind of needs solid ground in order to exist on it. Just saying.
You could also say that we couldn't build a pyramid right now in 2025 if we tried.
Yeah. I agree.
Study it.
It's a little history for you there.
Did the aliens build it, Hembo?
Sound levitation.
Sound levitation?
That's what I think.
You think sound levitation?
Yep.
Conspiracy theory podcast now.
I mean, if you want the actual reason, it's because of thousands upon thousands of slave laborers is why they were able to build
I still don't think they would have been able to get the job done.
Sound levitation. So
sound
good.
levitation. For more on sound levitation, tune in to Stadium Pulse tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Yep,
The
we
Pulse.
check the sound
It's a
levitation in the
levitating,
stadium, baby.
it's a levitating pulse of stadiums.
We'll check it in the swamp.
That's how they built the swamp, by the way, as well, with sound levitation. That's how they got those top parts of the stadium up there.
Let's go, baby.
College football talk with Jason Hamby and also alien conspiracies. Mondays and Fridays, 9 a.m. on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Derek letting us know Lubbock moving from the MPSL to the USL 2 ranks.
Yes. I saw
More
that.
shifting.
More shifting.
Now, the owner of Lubbock, the team we played in the playoffs this year, he owns like 10 different teams, right?
Yeah, he owns quite a few.
Are they all moving from the MPSL?
That I do not know.
Because
Yeah.
doesn't
He owns Columbus.
Appalachian?
App.
Well, Columbus had already moved. Before this year, they had already moved, if I recall correctly.
He owns another team out.
He owns he owns a
Texas.
bunch of them.
Yeah.
He owns a bunch of them. So yeah, that's an interesting development. Certainly, Matadors. They put together a pretty good program there in the there you go, moved last year in a short amount of time. I know because when I sent them requests for media information, they had like a whole packet of information for us for the playoff game, which was great. We had lots of fun facts and information. And they had watch parties and all that kind of good stuff back there. So, hey, good luck to them. See how they do.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to a little Academy talk. The MLS Next boys. Remind me, did you go down to Boca Raton?
I did go down to Boca Raton.
How was the mouth of the rat?
Come on, look at these flicks.
Anybody could have taken these pictures, Lewis. It's just something. Oh, I like that guy.
Right? I like that
What,
picture.
a sniper get him in the background? What happened to this guy? He's down.
It's my camera.
Okay, the camera did it.
Yeah, we had the classic triple header, U16s, U17s, U19s all played. U16s lose, but the U17s get a draw, 1-1, and the U19s get their third clean sheet in a row and win 2-0.
Yeah, they've been playing well lately.
Yes, I think, I've been talking about it weekly. This team just continues to gel more and more together. Last year's team was a little bit older, and you'll hear it in a little bit from Isaiah Azore, who I interviewed. They were a little bit more mature last year because of that age. Isaiah is one of these guys who's been on the team last year, was in those U19 squads that went through all those tournament runs throughout the entire country. And so he's been able to wear the captain's armband, one of the captains with an Andy Dunn, and just been able to, really instill his leadership into this squad and figure out, how this team's going to come together this year.
All right, Andy Dunn. Has he been between the pipes for most of those?
Yes, he has. He has been in between the pipes.
Shocking.
Yep.
He's really good.
He's very, very
Yeah,
good.
very good player. Andy Dunn. Before we get to that interview with Isaiah, back home this weekend.
Back home, we play
But
Tampa Bay United.
Are you going to be here this weekend?
I will. I'll be there.
Didn't you say you were going to Miami?
I-
Oh, that's Florida Georgia weekend. No,
no, it's this weekend.
When are you going to Miami?
Friday.
And
I'll be back.
And then coming back Saturday.
We got some late games, 2:30 and 4:30.
What's in Miami?
MLS,
What do we got?
first round of the playoffs.
Oh. Who's Inter Miami hosting?
Nashville.
Is that later in the show?
Yes.
Am I ruining that right now?
Yes.
Okay. We'll come back to that a little later on. Inter Miami. And we'll talk Messi. Okay, so Saturday, triple header, sort of. 2 at the same time and then 1 later.
Yep.
U19s at 2:30 Saturday afternoon, Patton Park, taking on Tampa Bay United. Do their jerseys have hoops of green and yellow?
They don't. They're actually light blue. But I really do like their logo. Hambone, if you do put up Academy Pick 2, get those times up. Their logo's got like the skyway is what they call it.
Okay.
In Tampa,
the long
big,
bridge.
The big bridge.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's in the logo. I think there's like a palm tree. There's like a couple different things in there.
They just said clip art.
They said everything. Boom. We want everything in there.
We want Tampa things. Go.
Yeah. There's a palm tree in there. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You can't see it, but behind the Tampa Bay, there's a palm tree. You got the NASL ball there. You got 2 stars for no reason. I don't know what the stars mean. You know, we love a star. I think they won 2 Champions Leagues. I remember that actually. Before they called it the Champions League.
In what
It was
what
the Euro
level?
Cup. They called it the Euro Cup.
Tampa Bay United did? What? I don't like.
I'm just making it up.
Yeah.
No.
As are they with the stars.
Yeah. So you see the superimposed palm tree.
Okay, I see the palm tree underneath Tampa Bay.
But the bridge I love.
That is a bridge.
JFCS.
It could just as easily be the Dames Point Bridge here in Jacksonville, by the way.
Facts.
It looks exactly like it. Or
Shout out to
the
Dames Point.
Sydney Lanier Bridge in Brunswick, Sea Island. Looks exactly the same as well.
Skyway, Tampa.
But it's the Skyway in Tampa. All right. And the NASL ball. Did the Champions League use a ball like that as well?
Yes. Yeah. Champions League ball.
That's probably what they were stealing it from. And so they're like light blue and red. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they going to wear this weekend? Do we already know? What are we wearing? More importantly.
You know what? I went with the light blue graphic because we're the home team and that's our home jersey.
Yeah.
So I would assume so.
Are we forcing them to wear red?
I don't know if Corbin's come out with the text yet.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Come on out this weekend. Check it out.
Check it out.
For whatever jerseys. Or just watch the show next weekend. You'll see them in
See the
the
flicks.
pictures that Lou takes.
Or follow at Armada Pro Academy
Okay.
on Instagram.
Can we get some video? Can I put that request in now?
Yeah. Sometimes it happens.
Give me like I want the walkout.
Okay. We
Yeah?
can do that.
Give me the walkout.
Some dynamics. You want a little bit more dynamic on the show?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a video
My picks aren't good enough?
video stream. I know we moved the pictures to make them look
You know.
better, but we do have the ability to do video because that's video you can take because you're not copyright infringing.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's my own.
We can actually use it.
I never infringe on any copyright.
Okay. Tell that to the multiple notifications that have popped up in my social media apps. Okay, let's move on to college soccer, shall we?
I think we should.
And before we talk about the shakeup that you want to talk about, actually, that's right. Thank you, Hamby. Before we get to that, little chat with Isaiah.
Yes.
Isaiah Azor.
Azore.
Is not like the islands off of Portugal.
No.
The Azores.
It's it's got the little. I don't know if it has a little dash on it. I don't think so, but it should.
Not on this email.
It's
It
not.
doesn't.
I don't think so.
Okay.
In real life.
Isaiah
IRL.
Azor.
Azore.
Jeez, I'm never gonna get it. Isaiah Azore.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
He's a center midfielder.
All right, let's hear from Isaiah Azore, center midfielder for the U19s. Jacksonville Armada MLS Next squad catching up with Louis Llerandi.
Here with one of the U19 captains, Isaiah Azore. Isaiah, you've been a part of this U19 squad for 2 seasons now. How does this team feel different compared to last season's team?
There are a lot of similarities, but especially at the start, it was a bit of a mentality difference. With the older guys, you could see a bit more maturity, but this team is growing into it. They are getting that maturity, and it's important going on through the rest of the season.
You've worn the captain's armband a couple times this season. What does that responsibility mean to you?
It means a lot. Obviously, leading this team is a big responsibility, as there are big expectations on us. So it means a lot personally and for the academy.
Having gone through MLS Next Fest last year, how can you use this experience to help lead the team this season?
Obviously, there was a bit of a pressure on us last year, so it's good to know how it feels to be in the pressure. Like for moments as taking the penalty, I remember huge pressure on me individually, but it's important to lead this team through new experiences, which a lot of the boys haven't gone through.
What do you think are the keys for this group to make another strong run this year?
I think mentality and defensive pride is going to be a lot of our key little holdings because to start the season we didn't start off too well, but the little flip has shown, and we've gotten great results against good teams like Inter Miami and a decent result against Weston.
What's one thing you've improved in your game since last season with this squad?
I think my confidence has grown a lot more. Obviously, going from a good squad as one last year, and carrying it into this year, it's going to show. Yeah, the speed of play, I say, it also has increased.
You mentioned it before the interview, but you've been now coached by Coach Omar for a couple of seasons now. What kind of insider advice has Coach Omar shared with you about this college recruitment process?
It's one that's increasingly getting difficult for incoming freshmen. However, I believe using your resources is one that he's really harped on. He's a great resource himself, and there are other resources throughout the club, which really set us up.
And now the final question. If you could play a match against any academy team in the world, who would you pick and why?
I would like to play New England Revolution again. They sort of snuffed us last year, taking our chances away to go to playoffs, and I'd like to get a little bit of revenge.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Yes, sir.
That question for the fans.
I know you love it.
Hey, good restraint by you, not throwing it out there.
I had it in mind.
It was
I know
good.
you love to say something about it every time.
I'm gonna say something regardless. I think is what we've learned here in life is that I will say stuff no matter what. And so there you go, Isaiah. Go see Isaiah play this weekend, 2:30. Is that on the main field?
On the turf field.
On the turf field. That's the main field.
Yep.
Yeah. The main turf field. The only turf field. There's only one turf field.
There's only one turf field.
The one main turf field. Go check them out. 2:30. Ticket on Tampa Bay United. MLS Next. Free.
Yes.
Right? Always free.
Always free.
Always free.
At Patton Park.
Good soccer.
Yes.
Go enjoy. And Derek will be there. I don't know. He might not be. throwing him out there. Section 904 does occasionally attend these to support the boys in blue. So we do love that. All right, let's actually take a break here. We've got run a little long in this first segment because we talked about sumo for 10 minutes, as will happen on Fleet and Footy. But when we come back, we're going to hit some college soccer, and we're going to talk about River City Rumble this weekend. UNF JU Part 2. That's coming up next right here on Fleet and Footy. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home. Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campione cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
And welcome back to Fleet and Footy, and a big congratulations to Olivia Jarrell. Olivia spent some time with the Armada squad last summer. I think she was injured this past summer, so wasn't able to get on the field with the girls in blue from St. Augustine. And this past weekend, honored as one of the newest members of the Columbus State University Hall of Fame. So big congrats to Olivia. You see the plaque there. Shout out to the Lady Cougs up at CSU, which I covered extensively in my last job when I worked in Columbus, Georgia, which was right before she got there. But Olivia went up there and just like rewrote all the record books, scoring goals left and right. And same thing she did in St. Augustine for the Yellow Jackets in her high school career. So a big congrats to Olivia for that accomplishment. Lou, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Ready to talk some college soccer?
Yes, we got a lot of college soccer to talk about today.
We
actually.
do. We do, in fact. Let's start by talking about the River City Rumble. That's coming up this Saturday night, 7 o'clock at Hodges Stadium. So part 2 will be played here at the UNF campus, which is right down the road from us in our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 studios. Not to say that JU isn't the whole 15 minutes away that it is on the Oak Shrouded Arlington campus. But big one coming up Saturday night will be a lot of fun. You're going to want to go check it out. UNF actually lost a game, shockingly. Their first loss in 10 matches. They had a 9-game winning streak snapped with a 1-0 loss on the road at Florida Gulf Coast. A chance to get back on track against JU, a JU team that has played really well. They picked up a 2-0 win over Stetson recently and then drew against Mercer. So they're playing some good soccer coming in. And for UNF, this is a big one because with a win, they clinched their division, clinched that 1 seed in the playoffs from their division in the A-Sun. So there's 8 men's soccer teams in the A-Sun, 2 divisions of 4. 3 from each division go on to the playoffs. 3 plays 2. Winner of that plays 1. So if you're the 1 seed, you get a bye.
Yes.
Yes. So big game.
It's a massive
If you can
game.
clinch that number 1 spot, you know, that's a big deal.
Yeah, JU's kind of picked up some momentum here as we've turned the last half of the season. Like you mentioned, getting a 2-0 over Stetson, get an out-of-conference win over Mercer, 1-1.
Draw,
but I
yeah.
think, yes, excuse me. And I think, that only helps going into an away matchup where you want to get revenge against an Osprey squad who really dominated that matchup.
Yeah, first time around, it was a 1-0 win for UNF. We actually had Jamie Davies sitting in, this chair right over here to my left on Tuesday as part of Talon Talk, our new UNF show that's every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. So check that out next week and every week moving forward on the network. But let's hear a little bit from Coach Jamie Davies discussing the River City rivalry and the Rumble, a big one coming up this Saturday against their rivals from JU.
Yeah, it's huge. I think if we win this one, then you clinch the title, the regular season. So, and obviously a massive game against your local rivalries. So, couldn't be even more of a special game than this one.
How challenging is it? You get the first win against JU over at Southern Oaks Stadium, 1-0. But we've seen the Dolphins. They're a team that strikes late. Emphasizing to your team, this is a 90-minute match. How tough is that?
Yeah, I think when you play teams twice, it just gets harder the second time because you learn so much about the other opponent, on both sides of it. And they're a team that have got some form kind of late and probably have a lot of confidence. So I think it's good. You want to go into a game where you're playing a good team and they have confidence and we have confidence. So it should be a really good game for everyone watching.
And by the way, for those who can't make it out to Hodges on Saturday, that one will, in fact, be on ESPN+. And I'm fairly certain that Richard Miller, who just asked that most recent question, will be on the call, as he has for most of these this year. So check it out, River City Rumble, this Saturday, 7 o'clock, as 2 of the top teams in the graphite division face off. They split it by graphite and gold.
Yes.
Those are the 2 divisions.
I've done my research on the new ASUN playoffs, and I think that's what caught me by surprise the most, the graphite.
Graphite and gold. I mean, it's better than gray and gold, right? Or gray and yellow, the colors of the logo. Yeah. Saying. There you go. There's JU coming off that 1-1 draw against the Bears from Mercer. I'm not sure if the quarterfinals in that tournament are on the same site as the semifinals. Probably. Otherwise, you're talking about a little travel there. I don't know. I don't know if the 2 seed hosts the 3 is what I'm saying. And it's cross too. So like 3 from the gold goes to 2 from the graphite and then has to go to the gold.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's odd.
I don't know. We could see JU and UNF play a third time later this year in the playoffs. So we'll keep an eye on that. How about the ladies? Let's talk about the UNF and JU women. They just played their River City Rumble this past weekend, and we had a chance somewhat recently to talk to Coach Moon about that for the JU women, and they earn a 3-3 draw. So both teams able to take a point away from that matchup, and there you go. Winds up with a 3-3 final in that one.
Actually, very similar to our Armada history, this week in history. UNF grabs a goal early. JU gets 3 unanswered after that. And UNF ends up scoring 2 goals, one in the 72nd minute by Isabella Pontieri, former Armada player, and another former Armada player getting it done in the 85th minute, which is exactly the same minute that JU scored their dagger against UNF. So a little poetic there by Paige McSwiggan, who gets her first goal of the year, surprisingly.
That is surprising.
But a really good matchup, a really fun game to watch.
Women's side, they have 1 match remaining in the regular season. Both JU and UNF have already clinched spots in the ASUN championship. They play a more traditional 8 teams make it quarterfinals kind of deal. So both the JU and UNF women have each already clinched a spot in the postseason. So we'll see how they do when that gets kicking off 1 week from now, in fact. So quarterfinals for the ASUN women is 1 week from now, October 30th.
Yeah, they get their season wrapped up this weekend. UNF against West Georgia and JU against Queens. Like we've mentioned earlier, they flip-flop those teams, and both of them getting wins in their respective games.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that for them. All right, you want to talk a little bit more about college soccer and the possible shakeup on the way.
Yes. We've talked briefly about the possible shift in college soccer from a fall and spring schedule. Right now, they only play in just the fall season.
Just the fall, yeah. Which, by the way, the key thing behind all of this is the fact that college soccer doesn't exist anywhere else in the world.
Yes.
Which you then wonder, if you're USA Soccer, how is this benefiting our players and our development as a soccer playing nation to have this in this whole different world where you don't have the amateurism, although now that we have NIL, it's a little different, but you don't have that level of play anywhere else in the world. You play for a youth academy for one of these pro teams. You hope to make it to the pro level, and then you go on with your pro career. USA Soccer kind of looking at, okay, well, what can we do with NCAA soccer that can maybe benefit us?
Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head there. You will get more games in. You will get more time to develop these players. And I think, there is still a place for college soccer in the United States, especially in the development aspect of it. You're getting these guys to where there's leagues all around the world that are U23 leagues. You have like a U23 Champions League. So it's not so out of topic to bring this up. And now just expanding not only on a fall and spring season, but they want to now break down the Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 into different tiers through promotion and relegation. So what would happen is you would split up the United States into 4 different regions.
Okay.
To Division 1. And those would consist of 50 to 54 teams each. You would get rid of conferences completely. So no Big Ten, no ACC. Then those 50 teams would be split into 2 different tiers. And, at this point, from what U.S. Soccer's put out in their proposal is they would pick the most competitive teams would comprise from the two divisions. It would be 9 teams each. The second tier would just be the rest of those teams that are left over. And then after that, there would be 4 divisions based on local geography. So we're kind of getting an almost English pyramid system.
What they do with like the National League,
yes,
right?
Exactly. And, I think it's an interesting concept. We don't have promotion relegation in any form or sort in any sport in the United States. USL is trying to do that currently, but I think this might work that much better. We've seen it interviewing coaches, even interviewing Isaiah there. The way that the soccer landscape is just changing. It's so quick. It's constant. You're getting
tectonic plates, folks.
Yep. You're getting 31% of these guys coming from overseas playing in the United States. So you're not only competing against guys in the country, but out of country. It's just like normal soccer, So I think there's an opportunity for these college clubs to almost be like these pseudo academies to not only the U.S. men's national team program, but MLS and teams abroad.
Do you think it happens?
They're trying to implement this after the World Cup. I think it does because U.S. soccer has a vested interest in making this work and making college soccer work. I think there's an opportunity for it. I always compare college
I would
football.
say make it work for them.
Yes.
It's working fine on its own as a university sport and as a way to have athletes playing at the college level. It's just they're not necessarily the athletes that are going to go on and play professionally.
And it's not necessarily the sports that are generating revenue for
It's definitely
these
not
colleges
generating
either.
But I will say it's not generating revenue if you change it to this way either.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think there's more hype around it? I always say that I compare college football to the fanatics of soccer. That's the closest thing in America I think we can get. Maybe if you can turn that into a college soccer.
Football and basketball are going to be your only revenue generating sports in NCAA. Hamby, does baseball generate any revenue? College baseball?
Only some.
Very
little.
Like LSU maybe.
Yes.
And like that's
Tennessee.
Before
they lost their
You think this brings more eyeballs, maybe even globally?
I don't know. I don't see it being that. Now, if you have the vested interest from USA Soccer maybe to put some funds into this to make it work as a way to develop players and make the sport better, yes. But you're just propping it up. They're not making money for the universities. I don't think, personally. That's my thought. It'd be nice if they did.
I don't think that's the main reason behind it. I think that they want to be able to have more players be produced, in-house and not have them sent over to Germany.
That's all fine and good for USA Soccer. College athletics is all about trying to make money right now. That is what every college athletic department is thinking about and trying to do. I'm just saying, unfortunately. Kind of unfortunate that's the way it is. But
you would keep the playoffs at the end of the year. You don't think that this would generate any kind of new excitement for college soccer, any kind of new interest? New sponsorship deals, the things you could probably do with a new playoff system and promotion relegation. A team like a UNF or a JU being able to, I guess it happens now though. You have it happen now where these teams get upset in the current playoff standard, but
it's a blip on the radar. The thing that you don't have that the UK has in its national league is 100 years of history and communities that are behind their teams.
But it's not. I'm not trying to compare it to a national league. In that
I know that.
sense.
I'm just saying, like that's what makes it work at that level. Whereas here, you're still talking about college soccer, and some places will create a great environment and make it exciting. I don't know what it does overall in the long run. Now, I love the idea. I think it's a great idea, and really, you're in a position where why not, right? Because of all the things I'm saying, why not? Play around with it. See what you can do. Give it a shot. Why not?
Just so we can bring Hambo in the conversation. Do you think anything like this happens in college football, Hambo, where we get rid of these conferences completely?
Yes.
I think we have moved closer to that two
Super League.
2 Super Leagues, right? With the way the Big Ten and SEC have gone. But you know why those would split off from the rest of them?
They make money.
Money.
I get that.
Yeah. So it's a different world, but a fun conversation, and we'll see certainly what happens with it. One last thing before we get to a commercial break. Real quickly, La Liga Miami. I want to hit that before we get to the rest of the stuff.
Yes.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. So we've been following this developing story as it's gone on. La Liga announces they're going to have a regular season match in Miami, Florida, between Barcelona and Villarreal. Teams protest. They protest to not only UEFA, but the league. This goes all the way to UEFA, the top authority. UEFA says, sure, we'll approve it. People get so mad that even Barcelona was protesting in their games, not playing for the first 15 minutes. I believe the first teams, the first team to do it was Real Betis and Real Oviedo. They played each other, and they were protesting the match, and neither of those teams were even a part of this. But Barcelona being a part of it, protesting, and I think that kind of caught the eyes of people. Real Madrid even put in a request trying to block Barcelona. So it's just been a full, just tornado. And they even sold tickets to this match. I mean, there was full-blown
you
marketing.
Bought those tickets,
I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Full-blown marketing for this matchup. So it's just really crazy. It's right now. It said it's been postponed.
Yeah.
And once again, I want to bring this up is that we're stepping into the future. You just were in London for a regular season NFL game
that they've been doing for over a decade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Generating how much money and how much interest for the league.
A lot of interest.
So I just feel like it's the future. It's the future, Stuart. I don't know.
It is. Now, the one difference in that, I will say, is that the NFL for all these years has been an American-based league with a lot of American interest. Soccer has the interest everywhere. There are already fans in America who are interested in Barcelona and Villarreal.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not like the NFL having to put on a show for other countries to say, watch us, look at us. We're watching La Liga in the United States. I think I saw the video of like the Villarreal either owner or team president getting the word on his cell phone and then like being upset and then being on the phone like, this can't be happening. What's going on right now? And like trying to like protest and he's upset about it. But it's interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll follow this developing story.
Definitely.
On Fleet and Footy. All right, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll go rapid fire through some different things, and we're getting to the weird soccer story of the week because I've gotten emails, I've gotten tweets. People want to know why we're talking about Sharktopus FC. Amby, are you excited for that?
We'll find out.
You'll find out coming up next on Fleet and Footy. We'll be right back.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by a live credit union.
Welcome back to Fleet and Footy. We just mentioned Barcelona a moment ago. Well, if you want to check out El Clasico, Barcelona, Real Madrid, check it out with some fellow soccer fans. Sunday, October 26th, little 11 a.m. kickoff. Riverside United Soccer Club going to be hosting a little watch party down at Crispy's in the Springfield neighborhood. So get with some of the fellow soccer fans here and enjoy El Clasico.
And some good pizza.
Some good pizza.
Very
at
good
Crispy's.
pizza at Crispy's.
Yeah. There's a lot of good spots in Springfield. It's slept on. Of course, String Sports Brewery.
Yes.
Plays host to our Jaguars All
Let's go.
Access show every week.
Not tonight.
Which,
So
by
if
the way,
you-
was last night. So
Yeah.
if you didn't see it last night, sorry. It was last night, not tonight.
Back next Thursday.
Back next Thursday. That's right. Bye week. You got to schedule for the bye week. Did you have to produce that, Hamby?
No, but I boosted it.
Oh, you booked it. Okay. Did we have a guest on that show?
Nope.
I didn't think so. It's tough getting these guys on the bye week. They're all off resting, healing up, getting ready for the 10-game grind that is the NFL season. Welcome back to Fleet and Footy. Stuart Weber here along with Louis Llerandi and Big Lou. MLS Next. Let's talk about the MLS Next Pro playoffs, shall we? No big upsets. The 1s and 2s both advanced. And the cool thing about these playoffs, by the way, if you didn't know, is that you, as a higher seed, got to pick your opponents.
Yes.
Did that not work out for a couple teams?
It did not work out for a couple teams. You had a couple teams fully upset. There's a couple teams that I was pulling for.
Sure.
With some Armada ties. You had Real Monarchs, coached by Mark Lowry. Unfortunately, fall to Minnesota. So that's an upset right there in itself.
5 over the 4, not an upset, but yes. 2-1 win for Minnesota there.
And then on the East Coast, you had Huntsville. That's what they called them, another city. Huntsville beating Chattanooga, which is another 5-4 matchup. But once again, with the Armada ties, Keegan Anselin and Ethan Dudley on that squad.
So it's down to 8.
And then Chicago.
Yes, Chicago takes down the 3
Revs. So that was the big upset of the initial round. And then this next round in the conference semifinals also was pick your opponent as well. So,
but it looks like the ones both picked the lower seeded.
Yes.
So we didn't get any juicy matchups that way.
Not too juicy. Too juicy.
So we could check that out, of course. Semifinals coming up Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will be Philly and Huntsville at 6 o'clock. Sunday, the other 3 matchups, St. Louis and Minnesota. The Town taking on I believe that's Colorado. Is that right? Rapids 2?
Yes.
Yep. Sorry, the graphic looking at it. Red Bull and Chicago Fire. So check out those playoffs. And now, more playoffs.
More playoffs.
MLS
playoffs.
Go time.
We
will be there.
We actually had the first play-in wild card round, you could say, happened last night. Portland get it done over RSL in the late matchup in Orlando, which I'm sure Section 94 will be happy about. Fall to...
So they're out.
Yes.
It's a little play-in game, huh?
They fall to Greg Berhalter in Chicago, and Chicago Fire make the MLS playoffs for the first time in 8 years, which is
a long time.
Pretty crazy. So this is the locked-in playoffs.
And this is best of 3.
The first round is best of 3. Then
Which
from
this
then
is the only place in the world
in the entire world
that does a best
this.
of 3 series in soccer because we're American. We got to be a little different.
I think this is
but
unnecessary.
you like this? It's unnecessary.
I think it's completely unnecessary.
Do you want it to be a 2-leg tie?
You can do that, or
Do you want single elimination?
yes.
Really?
You just played an entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you maybe give some merit to that first seed if you still want to make it have basically you have 9 teams qualify, which is what happens with that wild card play-in spot.
Mm-hmm.
Then finishing first, it incentivizes finishing first that much more. You get that first round bye in the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. So, yeah.
You try to give more incentive to that because right now you win the Supporter Shield and it's like, you won the Supporter Shield. Like, okay.
Good luck.
We'll win the playoffs. Like,
I do think best of 3 it's a little wonky. It's different, but I'd rather best of 3 than a single game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, because of how upsets can happen, I feel like if you're that 1 seed, you earn the opportunity to get at least 2 cracks at it.
Yeah.
So that's why they do the 2-legged ties in a lot of these leagues across the world.
Well, I got plenty of opinions. Let's see my takeaways.
Yeah,
now.
let's see some takeaways from Big Lou.
For the
by the way,
playoffs.
Miami hosting Nashville for their first. Are these all going to be at Miami, or does it go back and forth?
It goes back and forth.
Okay,
So,
back and forth. So at Miami to start.
Yes. I had my playoff takeaway special edition.
Okay.
Louis Llerandis playoff takeaways.
Oh, instead of week 94
Yes.
of the MLS season.
Exactly. And then you had to play a best 2 out of 3 series.
I'm not the one who made the season that long.
My first takeaway.
Okay, what do you got?
My
What's
one to watch. I didn't want to put it in writing, but the Hell is Real Derby, the Ohio Derby.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the Hell is Real Derby.
Because it's in Ohio?
It's because there's billboards in between those 2 cities where they say Hell is Real on it, like a religious billboard.
I just figured it was because they had to live in Ohio.
That's fantastic. That is true. That's my
all right
round 1 game to watch. I think that's a great series. Can San Diego sustain their success? San Diego, expansion side, first year, they win the West. Can they keep up this
or they
form?
Get chopped down?
Trophyless season for Leo.
Okay.
This will be his first one ever.
No, he won the Golden Ball. Right?
Golden Ball.
He won the Golden Ball.
Yeah, but
that's a trophy.
Actual.
He literally gets a trophy
boot.
for that.
Yeah.
Golden boot. Excuse me. Golden.
Who's the best in the West? I think there's like 3 or 4 teams that can all flip flop as one of the best teams in the West, and anyone can win.
Okay.
I think anyone can win.
All right, that's not very indicative of a playoff.
Whoever's
Whoever's hot right now, we'll see.
All right, let's talk
real quick rankings. You got 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Vancouver, number 1. Philly 2.
I totally messed
Miami
up.
3. I see the logos. It's okay. LA 4 and San Diego 5.
There you go.
All right, let's get to our weird soccer story of the week. A lot of people asking about it. I teased it. I talked about it. Hamby, Sharktopus FC. Look at that bad boy. Perhaps one of the finest logos in all of lower league soccer anywhere ever. Sharktopus FC. And Lou, we got some interesting developments for Sharktopus.
Hold on. The other thing, whatever this other team is, literally nothing.
Bellevue Athletic Football Club.
Buildings?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, hold on.
I think that's the landing in there.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's in Bellevue.
I don't know where that is.
Okay.
And I don't know what this is. So at least I know Sharktopus.
Where's Sharktopus?
Where's Sharktopus?
The ocean.
Well, they're not even claiming.
They're in the ocean.
So Sharktopus is based out of Seattle, actually.
And
That
Bellevue.
makes a lot of sense.
Bellevue is a
Colorado.
No, it's a suburb of an affluent suburb of Seattle.
And so
this is a derby.
Yeah, and this happened in the U.S. Open Cup. Some controversy here. Second round tie between these 2 clubs has been ordered to be replayed.
Let's go.
It's because Sharktopus submitted a protest after it was confirmed that the match referee had recently been a player for Bellevue Athletics' second team.
It was a former player for their second team.
Second team.
Holy cow.
I call shenanigans, and so did they. And so I'm glad they're replaying it. By the way, check out my retweet for the awesome jerseys of Sharktopus FC. You could buy one and look cool. And shout out to all the Sharktopus movies that preceded this random thing. That's it for Fleet and Footy. Have a good one, everybody.